Hi, this is Joe from howtofilefordivorce.org, and today we're going to show you how to file for divorce in the state of Louisiana, but this is only for married couples without minor children. So this is only for married couples without minor children. I'm sorry, but the Louisiana divorce process is so confusing with children that I cannot give it to you comfortably. You're going to need to probably seek the advice of an attorney. But if you were lucky enough to not have children, then let's move along. So step one, download the Louisiana divorce papers. Don't worry, they're free right on our website. Just click this link. We'll give you a little description of what they are, and then you want to probably come back to this page so that you'll know how to use them. So you and your spouse must decide whether to file for divorce under Article 102 or Article 103 divorce action as defined as. Now don't worry, it sounds a little confusing. You might be getting overwhelmed right now, but just breathe. Don't worry. It's just this is your first fork and your only fork in the road when it comes to Louisiana. You and your spouse will either have to be separated 180 days after initially filing for divorce. So what you can do is file and then be separated 180 days. Or if you and your spouse have already been separated for at least 180 days before the divorce process, then you go down Article 103. So I hope we haven't lost you. It's not that bad. So you and your spouse should meet to negotiate the terms of the marital settlement agreement. Now, this is the form that everyone dreads, and they either get all their guns out and get their attorneys and everything, or they can meet peacefully like sane people and negotiate the cars, the bank accounts, the debt. This is going to get all negotiated out on this one form. So you want to make sure that when you sign this form that you know what you're doing, because once you sign it, it's final. And you're going to have to fill this out, sign it, as well as the petition for divorce, and file it with the clerk's office and pay the $138 filing fee. Now, this was $138 at the time of this video, so you may want to double check and make sure, maybe triple check, to see what the filing fee is, so that when you go to the clerk's office, you don't have a check in the wrong amount. Step 4, you must have your spouse now complete and sign the waiver form and get it back to you so that you can file it, the form at the clerk's office. Pretty easy. And if you and your spouse filed for divorce under Article 102, which, as we said up here, was you were going to separate 180 days after filing for a divorce, now is that time where you're going to have to wait that 180-day separation period until you may go to the next step. Now, Louisiana says that during that 180-day separation period, I have to tell you that you're not allowed to have any sexual relations, but you can do what you want. I'm just telling you to tell you. Now, step 5, you are now eligible to request for a court hearing date. Now, if you were under Article 103 and you had already been separated, you can skip this and get your court hearing date right away. But you're going to have to complete the show cause order form and affidavit. Now, submit these two forms to the clerk's office and you'll receive a court hearing date. That easy. Now, when you go to your court hearing date in step 6, you're kind of just going through the motions, and the judge is just going to say what he needs to say. But at the end, as long as you've done all these steps right, he or she, I should say, will authorize your judgment of divorce. And that's it. Your divorce is now complete in the state of Louisiana. Now, the only requirements for divorce in Louisiana: you have to be one of the parties or spouses has to be a resident for at least 6 months. How long does it take? It can take 3 months if you're under Article 103, and up to 9 months if you're under Article 102. But for the most part, that is how you legally file for divorce in the state of Louisiana.